What's up? What's up? What's up? You're listening to the Hodges University podcast, aka the HUP, and I'm your host, TJ. Man, I'm so happy to bring you guys this podcast. It's well overdue and it's definitely well needed. However you got here, however you press play, I thank you. Thank you for being here. And I'm glad you're here with me. I'm glad, man. I'm so happy. In this podcast, you're going to learn a lot about a lot. You're going to learn everything Hodges. When I say everything, I mean from building H to building U and everything in between. You're going to learn a lot about all of the special guests we have here on the show, and I cannot wait until you guys get to hear the guests and hear what guests we have on the show. We got some very extraordinary guests waiting. And you're going to learn a lot about myself as well, your host, TJ, as I mentioned earlier. How about we start there? Let's start with myself. Where do I start? If you can hear me right now or you can see me, I'm smiling right now. That should be the first thing right there. I am a smiler. I don't care. When you see me, I'm smiling. Whatever's happened, I'm smiling. Smiling just always works for me. I don't know. It always have worked. And it's something I'm going to continue to do. So I'm a smiler. That's the first thing you should know about me. The second thing is I love music. You're going to hear a lot of different music beds on this podcast. Sometimes you might not hear music. That means I'm focused. I'm ready. I want you guys to hear what's being said. But yes, I love music, so you're going to hear a lot of different kinds of music on the show. Also, I take requests as well. If you want to hear a music bed request, leave a comment and let me know. I am from St. Louis, Missouri. If you don't know where that is, if you literally look at the United States and you put your finger right in the middle of the United States, you will run into a little city in Missouri called St. Louis. Born and raised. I didn't move down to Florida to about 6 years ago. I did a lot of traveling before coming down to Florida. I will mention that a lot. I got to travel a lot. So I will mention that. You will hear that me talk about that. I am a sports enthusiast. Every different kind of sport, I like it. If you are competing, I like it. I love competition, so that's why I'm a big sports enthusiast. But my main sport is, drum roll please, football. I am a huge football fan. Love football on every level. I played it. I coached it. I taught it. I learned it. I breathed it. Breathed it? Is that even a word? Well, I breathed it. I made it up. I'm making it a word. But football controlled my life mostly up until now. I will make a lot of football references. So if you like football, you will hear a lot of football references coming in soon. So don't worry about that. I do speak Portuguese. I speak conversational Portuguese. I don't like to say fluent because when I say that and someone talk to me, I will ask, what did you say? If you're fluent, you wouldn't ask, what did you say 30 times? So I wouldn't say that I'm fluent. I would say I'm conversational Portuguese. I can speak it. I can speak in a conversation, but don't get too deep with me. So shout out to Brazil. Shout out to everyone. Any Brazilians that's listening, shout out to the Portuguese language. That is a hard language to learn, by the way. College, I went to a small Division II school, Catholic private school in Quincy, Illinois by the name of Quincy University. Go Hawks. Crazy, right? Yes, go Hawks. Hodges is a Hawk, and Quincy, my alma mater, is also the Hawks. Hmm. Take that information and do what you please with it. And yes, I am and the social media guru. I am the director of social media here at Hodges. Some of you guys, by me saying that, is putting a face with a voice, or you already did that before. But you will see my face a lot on the Hodges social media, and make sure you follow all of our social media. By the way, and you can just type in Hodges University on any and every social media platform, and you will see Hodges University. Click follow, click like, click subscribe, click all the good stuff for the social media, and you will be updated on everything that's going on. And you will probably see me, TJ. Oh man, I'm having too much fun already. Speaking of me in the social media, you will see my best friend a lot. Keaton. Keaton is the university's mascot. Unfortunately, we do not carry any sports teams, but if we did, Keaton would be the number one fan. Whenever you see me, you definitely would see Keaton as well. Keaton the Hawk. Make sure you follow his Instagram at Keaton the Hawk. Man, he travels. He does a lot of traveling. He does a lot of adventures throughout the universities. So if you do follow him on social media, if you do follow any of the Hodges social media, you will see some Keaton sightings. I call him K, so I will refer to him as K a lot. So you hear me? Shout out K. I'm referring to Keaton the Hawk. Shout out to Keaton, by the way. He's right here with me. He does join me every podcast. He sits right here and he watches me. He doesn't say much, but he give me a little support, give me a little motivation. He might lean over or fall over, and I'm right there to pick him up. And that is kind of metaphorically, for what we do here at Hodges. If you are leaning, we have people here to pick you up. If you are undecided, we have people here to help you decide. If you are on the fence, we have people here to help you get over that fence, believe it or not. Man, I'm having too much fun. And once again, don't forget to check in on the social medias. If you hear my voice, go ahead and check in on all the social medias. Just type in Hodges University and you will see us. Oh man, yes. All right. Did I leave out anything about myself? Favorite food, I guess. Favorite food, anything food. I'm sorry, anything chicken. Yes, I love food, period. Anything food I will eat. I like to try different foods. And speaking of trying different foods, I tried this week for the first time a pansky. Yes, a pansky is a pastry. I learned. Shout out to Miss Reva that works here in the Hodges Library. She's the one that introduced me to the panchkis. The punchkis. Man, I knew I was saying that wrong. It's punchkis. And oh my God, they are delicious. I learned with the punchkis that they only come out once a year. So you can't get them every day. You don't see them every day. You only get them on Fat Tuesday. And I had a delicious apple punchki. It was so good. And I'm glad that Ms. Reva introduced me to the punchkis. I will be a fan every year. Yes. So shout out. If you know how to make a punchki, please teach me. Check in. They were delicious. It reminded me of a biscuit, a grandma's biscuit filled with applesauce, warm applesauce. If that makes any sense to anyone. I was just trying to describe what a punchki is for, someone who I've never heard what that is, like myself. So yeah, I had one of those for the first time, and it was delicious. So shout out to all the punchkis out there, and shout out to everyone who make punchkis. I hope I'm saying that right, but shout out to Miss Reva as well. Thank you, Miss Reva. Hopefully I have her on a pod one day and she will give more into depth about the punchkis. Man, I'm getting hungry just thinking about Oh man, but yes, man. Welcome to the Hub, your new favorite podcast, Hodges University podcast, and I'm your host, TJ. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope I didn't bore you with that intro section about myself and just kind of what to expect here on this podcast. Like I said, I got a lot of guests coming into the show and some very extraordinary guests. Like, these are not regular people. They are definitely some extra people that's coming in. So I'm very excited to bring that to you. So you just won't be hearing my voice. You will be hearing other people as well on the podcast. And this podcast, will drop bi-weekly every other Wednesday. I don't want to, overload you and oversaturate the podcast market. And I am fairly new here at Hodges too, by the way. I think I just surpassed like 2 months, 2 month anniversary, going on three. So yeah, woo! So that's awesome for me. And so most of my views are gonna be coming um, from a view of a kind of a newer person at Hodges. So I will have guests, to give you deeper, history and deeper understanding of what's going on here at Hodges. But in my 2 month, 60-day review, oh my God, thank you. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to have the position that I have. Like, it really don't even feel like I'm working. Seriously, like, when I'm here at Hodges, I don't even feel like I'm working. That's how awesome my job is, how awesome my position is, and how awesome my team is as well. So yes, Hodges right now is in a great how can I say it? A great vibe. Hodges is in a great vibe right now. Fortunately, I'm not the newest hire. There have been a couple a couple new hires that we will talk about later on in the podcast that that Hodges equipped that I should say, and they equipped some fantastic new hires outside of myself. So kudos to Hodges for going out and recruiting the necessary components to be the great university that we are. Oh, I like that. I might clip that one and save it. But yes, I'm glad you're here once again, listening to my voice, listening to this new podcast here at Hodges University. Man, we have a nice studio too here for the podcast. And I'm just grateful to, that I'm here bringing you this product and that I can do it in the fashion that I'm doing it. A very comfortable podcast. Is the AC is cool, the sound pads everywhere, so you can hear my lovely voice and it's not escaping the room. So yeah, very nice. I do want to get into a quick review. Let's see, the month of January. January was a very eventful month here. It was my first year here at Hodges University, and it was a very eventful month as well. And I love that I was thrown into the fire. I love that. They didn't hesitate to get me started right away and to let me know, all the upcoming things that was happening in the Hodges. It just made me even more excited to be here and to, man, I got all these great things going on, right? And to get into some of the things that kind of happened in January, I got hired January 2nd. 3 days later, on the 5th, there was the EMT pinning for the university, which was my intro basically not just into the university, but into the EMT program as well. And man, I have to tell you, like, what an awesome program. What a program that's led by awesome directors, awesome teachers, and just wow, I was in awe just by being there and in awe about how gracefully and how elegant the pinning went. Man, what a nice touch. Not only for the university, but for the students as well, man. It was awesome to see, them talk about, it was kind of behind the scenes, but them talk about the program and how awesome it was to be a part of it and how awesome it was just to finish in the time that they did. So shout out to all the EMT graduates, the the pinning that took place. What an awesome event for the graduates and all the people who was able to come together and put that event together. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. What a fantastic event. And it just makes me look forward to, the other pinnings. You know, um I've heard about, the pinnings, but just to see one, up close and personal and to be a part of that pinning was awesome. It was fantastic. And once again, congratulations to all the EMT graduates. So that was the first thing I was kind of introduced to, here. And it was, like I said, it was awesome. It was fantastic. And it just motivated me to start my job right away. Hearing those stories, just let me know that there are so many stories here at the university. And then part of my job is to get those stories heard. And that's another reason, a big reason why I wanted to start the podcast. There's another outlet, another element to get stories heard, to get people heard, to get the programs heard. Man, there are so many different programs here at Hodges. The facilities are state of the art and just beautiful, beautiful buildings, beautiful facility. And I can't speak enough about it. Giving my first tour here at the university, I was just in awe. From where I came from the university, I came from in Illinois, and to see, where universities has come, the small universities, wow, I was in awe. I was in shock and I was in awe. So, yes, so a lot happened in January, not only for the university, but for myself as well. What else happened is, I'm looking at my notes right now, the EMT pinning we had, and I just got to meet a lot of new different people. And then further on down the line, we have the Hodges Dental Clinic. Oh my God. I don't know why I wrote this so small on my notes. And it was a huge deal. It was a big deal. And probably the biggest deal right now at the university was the dental clinic opening. It was a fantastic event. So many people showed up. So many big names, important people, VIP people showed up to support the grand opening. Man, a huge shout out to all the dental students, all the dental teachers, the directors, the program directors. Oh my God. I was in awe just going on a tour through that facility. Oh, I cannot wait. Absolutely cannot wait, which I have been, but just to showcase that new dental facility. Oh my God. Filled with so many dental rooms, filled with so many brand new dental chairs, brand new dental tools. Forgive me, dental students, for not knowing the technical terms of these state of the art tools. But man, I know you guys are so happy to be a part of that program because I saw the look on your faces, during the grand opening. And I see that you guys get to use that, those tools every day. Wow. X-ray machines. Keaton got to go on an adventure and get lost in there. You can check that out on all the social medias. Keaton get lost in the dental hygiene facility. That's a beautiful event. And I'm also glad I was a part of that. What a beautiful red ribbon cutting for that. We're looking to get the dental, some interviews. You will hear from some dental students. Dr. Susan, the dental program director. Man, I'm still in awe just thinking about, both not only the pinning but the the grand opening for the dental and hygiene clinic. And they're opening right now. You can go on their website for that to get preventative measures, appointments taken. Go on the website. You can get all the information for the dental clinic. They're open right now. They're taking appointments. You can sign up. Insurance, no insurance. You can come for a visit or a tour. You can come for a counseling for your teeth. But yes, and it all will be taken care of by the dental students. They are doing screenings right now. They're getting their hours in. They're getting their practice, their skills up. Yeah, it's a lot. It's awesome. I'm trying to put it all into words, man. I'm trying. I can't. But that's why we have guests to go deeper into more explanations of what's going on with each and every program here at Hodges. That's what I'm gonna be doing here a lot. I'm gonna be spilling the beans a lot here on this podcast. So if you're tuned in, you are going to get some good behind the scenes information on what's going on. So I welcome you again. Alrighty, welcome back to your new favorite podcast, the HUP, Hodges University podcast. What's up? I'm your host, TJ, and if you're still tuned in, if you're still listening, I appreciate you and I thank you. Man, earlier in the show, man, I was getting so excited. I put my notes down. I just started talking, but I'm here and I'm back, and I do have my notes. I just want to get into just some facts, my personal facts about Hodges that I kind of wrote down, just in my 2-year tenure here. I mean, my 2-month tenure. I'm sorry, I'm already getting ahead of myself here, but yes, so far so good, man. Here I was embraced, with lovely people, starting with our welcome desk. Our welcome, as soon as you come in, we have just a welcome committee that just welcomes you quickly and automatically. So just so many lovely people. Like each department I've encountered, each person I've encountered here on the grounds of Hodges had just been 100 authentic and lovely. And I thank y'all for that. Thank you for making my welcome warm and bubbly. I appreciate that. Like, that means a lot to me. And that means a lot for anyone who's starting a new job. You want to feel like that. You want to feel like there's going to be a nice environment. The first thing you look for is just a nice environment. That's what I got. And then the people followed. So thank you, Hodges. It was a little bit shocking at first. How, nice and just complimentary everybody was. And it was shocking because, you think it's fake in the beginning, but as time go on, you realize, oh, this is real. This is real. So it was nice. It was nice. It was surprising, and it was refreshing. So thank you. Another fact that I wrote down as in my 2 months is I reside in building H, on the 3rd floor, which is a very nice building. It houses most of our important departments like admissions, like HR, like marketing. But building U, oh my God. How can I say? It's like a building U is like finding the end of the rainbow. Like, you go in this building, as soon as you walk in, of course there's the welcome desk, the welcome committee, but once you get past the welcoming part, it is just jaw-dropping, starting with the dental clinic, right? As I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to get too much back into that, but the 2nd and 3rd floor, oh my God, those labs with a Z, because I don't know, it just sounds cooler when it's with a Z, but those labs, oh my God. Just state-of-the-art labs. Building U is just a beautiful. If you like tech, like myself, if you are a tech person and you are into modern tech and modern design and modern education, you will feel the same way I feel about Building U. And my job is to, you will hear and you will see more about building you. That is, like I said, I call building you just a treasure chest. It is just a beautiful building and beautiful things inside. And if you are not understanding what I'm saying, come take a tour, come take a visit, come see for yourself, and you will understand. The most bizarre thing, and yes, I said bizarre, was the tech classrooms. Each classroom here is outlined in the state of the art tech like I've never seen before. And I've come from a prestigious university. I visited a lot of prestigious universities, but this little tech thing in particular that Hodges has is, oh my God. You can't miss a class. You can't miss any information. How? Each classroom has cameras, has microphones, and not just cameras and microphones, but high definition cameras, high definition microphones, so where you can hear everything. If little Susan has a question, she's a very quiet talker. You can hear little Susan asking her quiet question in the back corner of the classroom, and you can even see her as well. But it was just amazing how everything is just so accessible and just so available to where they make it easy and easier for the students to be a part of the environment of the classroom. I thought that was just within itself awesome. It literally do not want to leave you behind. So yeah, that was a beautiful thing to see, and that's every classroom, every lab. So shout out to Hodges and taking the initiative to be that way. Oh man, awesome. But just some more quick facts, personal facts. The programs. Oh my God, there are so many programs here. We have our big programs like nursing, like PTA, physical therapist assistant. We have EMT, but we do have some very other sub programs that's just as important, like a master's in accounting, our MAC program, like the Juris Master, the legal studies program, like the ESL, right, program. People want to get better in speaking English. Once you get better at speaking English, oh my God, the options are endless after that. you know, uh, yeah, speaking English is important. I barely speak it right, but it's important. It's important. So, but just so many programs that's available at Hodges, you would be surprised. And just browse. Go. We are scrollers. I call us master scrollers because we know how to scroll. If we don't know how to do anything here, we know how to scroll. And I'm speaking just for the human population. Right, we know how to scroll. So just scroll on the website, hodges.edu. If you scroll on the website, you will see, different programs that might interest you. You might be surprised of what programs, that do interest you. So beware, you master scroller, you. So yes, my personal facts are just my personal facts, notes that I wrote down that just kind of stood out to me, and then I take with me when I'm, doing my job. And I cannot forget about this important fact. Like, it seems like there's no wasted movement here at Hodges. Like everything it has a motive behind it. Like, there's no wasted energy. People here at Hodges do things for a reason, and that's one thing I like and I appreciate it. Like in my tenure, I love that word, by the way. In my tenure here is, there's no wasted energy, no wasted movements here. When you see someone doing something, that they're doing something with a cause and with a reason, and usually it's a very good one. So that's awesome. That's all, and that's it. Yeah, so some very important notes that I kind of wanted to share with the listeners out there. And also we have a lot of I want to save it to now, but we have a lot of good upcoming events coming up for Hodges. Upcoming events coming up. Come on, TJ. But we have a lot of, a good stuff coming here at Hodges, and I cannot go, you know, without saying that we have a blood drive. Blood drive coming up March 7th is the Hodges University blood drive. So make sure you sign up for that. And that is March 7th. The time slot is between 1 and 6 p.m. Now, you have to sign up. You have to register. You can register 2 times, and you will register with Teresa. She's here. She's the head of marketing here. And you can register by her email at TARAQUE. That's TARAQUE at Hodges.edu. That email will be down below in the description, in the bio. So make sure you check that out as well. Also, we have the car show. This is the second annual Dr. Peter Thomas car show. The first one was an absolute smash. And by smash, I mean success. I wasn't here for the first one, but I heard so many great things about how awesome it went, how many cars, vendors, food trucks that they have. And it's going to be even twice as more for the second annual. So make sure you are here for that. That is Saturday, March 8th from 9 to 1 p.m. Be here or be nowhere. It's going to be a car study event. They're taking from cars, trucks, motorcycles, customs. Any car you can think of is going to be there. So make sure you are there as well. That'll be Saturday, March 18th from 9 to 1 p.m. here at Hodges University. I will have more information coming up, in later shows, later episodes. So be looking out for that as well. And you are listening to the HUP, the Hodges University podcast. What's up? I'm your host, TJ, and if you're still here, I thank you. Man, episode 1 has been a blast. So far, so good. I'm just glad just to even start this, just to be here. The episodes will get better. Like I said, just won't be my voice you will hear. I will have very important, extraordinary VIP guests. Yes, I meant that. I meant all of that. So make sure you are here for other shows, man. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We're dropping every other Wednesday. Every other Wednesday, you have a new episode. Wherever you listen to your podcast, wherever you stream music, wherever you stream anything, the Hodges University podcast, the HUP, will be right there. Just click play and you'll hear my voice. Easy, breezy, beautiful. And any links, any emails, any events that I mentioned will be down in the description or in the bio. So make sure you check those out as well. Make sure you register and you sign up for the car show and the blood drive that's coming up here on the campus of Hodges University. And that's just to name a few. There are so many more events, so many more things that's happening and going on at Hodges. But you have to come back and listen to hear and know what's going on. Like I said, I will give you all the deets, all the background information right here on the HUP. So make sure you bring a friend, you bring anyone who listens to podcasts, anyone who is interested in Hodges University. This is your podcast for anything Hodges. Shout out to all our new hires. Shout out to all of my guests that's going to be appearing on the show. Make sure you come back for episode 2 next Wednesday. Man, I have a very, very, very VIP, extraordinary, special guest for episode 2. So make sure you come back, you subscribe, you follow, you listen. Make sure you hit the bell for alerts. All that good stuff you do it right here at your very own podcast, the HUP, Hodges University Podcast.